Awesome sauce. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to know what's up. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Awesome sauce. Let me know where you're tuning in from. What's up? How's it going? Awesome sauce. Yeah, let me know where you're tuning in from. So I'm going to share one way on how to make money on TikTok and a few tips. And if you really want to crush it this year, because everything's changing again. So, and I'm going to share something that you can even tap into before it goes up, because it's a great resource, especially if you're doing this, you really want some, good side money. You know what I'm saying? You want the shortcut. I believe at the end of the day, when it comes to anything that you build, there's always a way to shave off time, because you always have to learn new skills, and there's new rules on platforms, and there's new this and new that. There's a lot of stuff that going in every direction. You know what I'm saying? So if you're new to my page, let me know if you're new. If you've never seen me before, comment down new. Also remember to click the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, click the subscribe or the follow button so we can stay connected and not get lost in the TikTok world, because there's a lot of stuff in the TikTok world, right? So we're going to talk about TikTok, and specifically about TikTok Shop. Today is one way. I make money on TikTok a few different ways, and I'm going to share. It's good to have multiple streams of income, but we'll tap more into that at another time. But I do want to share this because I know a lot of people are wanting to get into TikTok Shop. I've been doing TikTok Shop for almost a year. Almost a year. I had no idea what I was doing. I saw some older, very much older lady holding a gadget, and I looked down and I saw the orange car, and I'm like, oh, I want one of those on my videos, because I was on TikTok promoting weight loss. That's what I was doing, and I wasn't doing a good job at it. I was flopping, and I was trying it for 2 years, and it wasn't going too far, okay? But I saw this lady holding this gadget, and I was like, what the heck is she doing? I looked at the orange car. I followed that orange car, and that orange car literally changed my entire life. Entire life. And there's a lot of stuff that I had to learn along the way. I had no idea what I was doing. I was brand new. I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't know what I was doing. I just kept going. I'm going to share some tips because I think some people miss the boat. And I was, what are you talking about? I'm talking about how to make money on TikTok. One way is called TikTok Shop. There's other ways to do it. I actually make money in different ways on TikTok, but I'm going to share this with you because I also have something that you can tap into that I want to share at the end, because it will accelerate what you're doing if you're in it, or if you're thinking about it and you're trying to grow it to. Right now it's 5,000. Some people are getting in a little under 5,000. It depends. But it's nice to have a guide or a community or something to keep up with all the things going on. Anyways, I think it's really helpful. I love the weekly mastermind classes that we have, because everything is up to date. Because when it comes to TikTok, a lot of people are like, what I'm seeing in my feed and stuff, there's a lot of people getting violations and stuff. You have to read all the fine print. Every platform, trust me, even Amazon, okay? There is so much fine print, and there's so much fine print, and so it's not even clear, okay? It's not even clear, okay? So I'll just give a couple tips if you're in the TikTok Shop. Number one, make sure don't do before and afters. Number two, read the community guidelines. If you don't understand it, read it again and again. There is a lot of fine lines and a lot of gray area. Just to be 100, I'm not the only one that says this. I have other creators saying the same thing. Don't say dub. Don't also on your lives, don't wear anything political. Any political, you'll get the violation. You will also, if you do not stay on topic on lives, you can get violations. Don't say weight loss, weight gain. They hate that. And I grew a channel all about weight loss. I've had to pivot. They do not like that. It's one thing they do not like. They don't like that. They don't like anything, any kind of abuse. They don't want to, if you're in a TikTok shop and you're doing videos, do not show your children. You could get violations, even if they run for a quick second. There's a lot of different things, and a lot of different things that it's really good to educate yourself, okay? I know this firsthand because I've gotten some of these things, okay? It's hard to get those appealed, no matter what kind of documentations that you have and how much research you do to back up your appeal, okay? So there's a lot of ins and outs when it comes to TikTok shop. The way I look at it, it's a great way to make extra money. Amazing way. I love it. I'm so grateful I followed that TikTok shop. I didn't do what a lot of people do when they first started TikTok shop. Like I said, I didn't even know. I just saw this lady and I'm like, oh my God. I just literally followed the cart. I mean, I went through the little hamburger thing. I just I looked at all the different options on the dashboard, and basically I call it like your back office. That little hamburger has all your analytics. It can see if you are qualified or not for TikTok shop or creator reward or whatever program that they have out at this time. It was like I was laser focused. I just figured it out, set it up, and I already had one of the products in my house that I was already using. I just used the exact same brand, the exact same thing, put it in my showcase, and rocked and rolled. So I'm going to give a couple tips that is really important, because I see a lot of people, they're like chasing the samples. And there's nothing wrong about getting samples. It's great to get samples and all that stuff, right? But when something is trendy, this is what I did at the beginning, and I took off very fast, very not normal for most people. But I didn't do samples. I didn't even know what the hell a sample was. Like I said, I was so new. All I knew was like I had a brand on mine. I was very niched already, and very focused on that. So I like to promoted products for my audience. I really didn't go chase the trends or anything. If I didn't have a product and I thought somebody needed the product, would be good for my audience, I went for it, right? And what I did, if something is trendy, this is a really helpful tip. If it's trendy, you gotta think about this. Everybody wants a quick fix, but if it's trending, by the time you order a sample and it goes through the seller, which could take up to 7 days, they could even deny it, right? All of a sudden you're 7 days out. Now they got to ship it. Depends if they ship it fast or not. Some will, some won't. I mean, you're looking up to 2 weeks. The trend is, it's already, you're missing the trend by the time you get the product. So if it's something trendy and you think you can do something with it, just go to Amazon, buy the product. and you'll have it the next day, do a video, get that baby up and rolling, and crank it out. That's what I did. People are like, how did you do? Crank it out, make millions and million view videos back to back. That's what I did. I didn't wait on TikTok. I didn't even wait on TikTok, I mean, I would get a sample here and there after a while. I mean, I didn't even use samples for a long time. I mean, a lot of the samples weren't really my niche. They were not what I wanted to promote. I couldn't back up the company. I'm really picky when I promote stuff. I like to know what the company's behind and everything. I just can't promote just anything. But there's nothing wrong with getting samples, right? But if it's something trendy, that's one hot tip. Just get off Amazon. If it's 25, 30 bucks, you can make that over and over. You could buy a $30 product and it can make you tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars, okay? So you got to think as a business, you have to wear this cap of the CEO, okay? That's one tip. I see people, and I'm in different chats and stuff for certain things. They're like, well, I'm waiting for the sample. Wait, just get it. The trend's going to be over with by the time you go through all this process, right? So just grab it. That's one tip I want to share. I've seen a lot of people like waiting. Don't wait. So just do it, right? Just do it. So those are some important tips to really do. I would also, if you understand the Spark codes, I would definitely use Spark codes. I used those at the beginning. I had no idea what I was doing. Ad authorization, ad codes, all the things. I just played around with stuff and just guessed. Okay. Now they're saying, don't give your Spark codes, just only put them out for 30 days, not like, 120 days, 365 days. Do it in shorter increments because some sellers are not legit. Those are just a few tips that I can really give you if you're looking at doing TikTok shop. Um, I mean, it's a great way to it's a great way to add an additional stream of income. I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to TikTok Shop, but it's definitely a great another stream of income to add to your income streams. Because if you follow me for a while, I really believe in multiple streams of income. Okay, it's really, really important. Even on TikTok, even if you do get a viral video, and you have that product and it's cranking out thousands and thousands of dollars in sales, that seller could shut down their shop and all your commissions can be gone like that. Okay, you have to think of other ways, always making money in different ways. Okay, because you never know. That is a reality that happens, because those sellers on TikTok have a lot, they're handcuffed. Okay, they got a lot of regulations and rules. I almost became a seller on one of my channels. There's a lot of fine lines, right? I'm proud that they do it, and I'm glad that they do it. They help the creators out, right? So if you have any questions, just pop them down below. So actually, was it a month ago, almost 2 months ago, I found this Evol Evolution interactive course that's really great for people that are wanting to do TikTok Shop or doing TikTok Shop. I actually took the course, even though I knew a lot of it, but there was some things I didn't know. Okay, there was a few things I didn't even know in there, which I thought was really cool, because we don't know everything. I think when you're a business owner, you need to continue to educate and to learn stuff. But I really like this because this really helps the average person to learn all the ins and outs when it comes to TikTok Shop. Now, if you know everything about TikTok Shop and you know about spark codes, ad authorizations, agencies, violations, all the things, then you don't need any help. Just keep going and doing what you're doing. But if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, and you don't have a clue to have, to produce hooks and call to actions and to get people to take a look at your video, and you don't know how to do some of that stuff, and to collab and do all the other things, definitely check it out. I want to share this with you today because the price is going up, because we're adding 10 new modules into this. Like, this is a packed house, everything all in one hub. And it continues to grow and grow, because why? TikTok Shop is continued to grow and grow and change every day, right? I mean, they're getting stricter on certain things. Like when I first started to now, a lot of rules and things have changed, right? You could do before and afters and get by. Some people still get by with them, but some of them are getting dinged, right? Dinged by that and stuff. So, of course, and you can't even drink water on a live. You cannot drink anything on a live. You could get a violation. Did you know that? So there's a lot of ins and outs. I love it because it teaches you everything that you need to know. And it also they continue to change the modules in there for when things have changed on TikTok. Michelle and Judy, they run it. They do a very good job on teaching the average person. It was supposed to be for people that have been doing TikTok for a while, but they had too many people coming in that never have done TikTok Shop. Now there's a beginner part in there to start you, like, hey, open a TikTok account, how to grow a following. And I mean, starting from the very, very basics. And then there's going to be more advanced too as well. If you've been advanced, you've been doing it for a while, you like some of the ins and outs, you like to know what's going on, because a lot of people are in agencies and stuff like that. When you're in an agency, you kind of know a little bit more what's going on, or if you're in one of these other programs, you know more than your average person, right? So it's good to know those ins and outs, okay? So you can avoid certain things, you can hop on different trends, you can grow your TikTok Shop, okay? It's really, really important. But if you want to check that out, it's definitely worth checking out. I'll put it, if you're on TikTok, go to my bio, click on my face, go to my bio. I have a link in there. It's called Evolution. Click on that. It's $197 right now. It's going to go up to $297 August 1st, because we're putting 10 new modules in there. If you're on YouTube, the link is below this video. Click on it. It's called Evolution. And you can be grandfathered in at $197, and you'll get everything that's new and upcoming. You're grandfathered in. You pay once, you have access to it for life. You have access to the community for life. for life. Okay. There's all kinds of different modules that you can go through. Like it talks about Spark ads. Maybe if you want to add money to a video that's done real good and promote it, like what that looks like. And when should you do it? When should you not do it, right? If your account's growing organically pretty well and those videos are still producing, maybe you don't need to. It's really a good, it's like bird's eye going into to see all the details. So definitely check it out. There is payment plans, all kinds of different payment plans like Afterpay, Klarna. A lot of people do the Afterpays, but definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. You can jump on the mastermind class Wednesday. There's always a wealth of information in there, always. The mastermind classes is where I've learned a lot of stuff about what's going on with TikTok Shop, because like I said, it's growing and it's going to continue to grow and it's going to continue to change. TikTok is one platform that changes more than anybody I met. Oh my God. I mean, they have went through some massive changes in July. Like I think probably more than ever before. Okay. So there've been a lot of changes, right? So definitely check that out. Be grandfathered in so you can have all access for the rest of your life. Okay. It's one time, it's done. Okay. Definitely worth it. If you're going to be a business owner, it's worth investing into yourself, because when you invest into your skills, guess what happens? You make more money. So when you make more money, what can you do? You can do more things with your family. Okay, you can take that vacation, you can buy those clothes, buy that house, buy that car that you want, right? Maybe save for money for retirement, right? So I'm big time in investing into yourself and into your skills, because skills is what pays. You could be an amateur or you can be a professional. Amateurs don't make a lot of money. Professionals make a lot of money. Okay. Welcome, South Carolina in the house. Welcome, North Carolina. Awesome sauce. Shana said, I just grabbed it last week. I am so excited for you, my friend. Oh my gosh, you are going to get tons of wealth. If you have any questions, just let me know. Let me know, because I've already been through it. And like I said, I've been doing this for almost a year on top of it. So just if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm proud of you, girlfriend. You're going to rock this out. It's step by step. It is step by step. So it's definitely step by step. That's one thing I actually did a reel on one of the channels. And when it comes to TikTok Shop, with anything in life, really for that matter, it's about being consistent. Consistency will, consistency always outweighs everything, everything. Right? The people that are consistent and they're consistent, they will win at the end. They will every time. Everybody I've met, every six-figure millionaire that I've ever met and got to talk to, they've always been consistent and persistent. Consistent. So when I first started TikTok Shop, I was already posting once a day. I know some people say post 3-5 times a day, and I don't know about that or not. My theory is I think it if you post too many times, it doesn't give that reel enough time to breathe, right? Sometimes it needs more than 4 hours to breathe, right? It's like on Facebook, you see people post. You're just killing your posts. I mean, Facebook's like, okay, we're not going to be pushing this out, right? So, so I already had momentum with my channel a little bit, because I actually posted every single day, for 2 years straight. I maybe missed 5 days out of 2 years. That's it. Like I posted every day. So when I did TikTok Shop, it blew up, because I was already consistent, and I think the consistency paid off. It was time to ramp up something, right? And with my business, Facebook was the same way. I was consistent for so long, even though it did nothing for years. It literally blew up. I mean, it blew up. Blew up massively. So being consistent is really, really important. And I actually heard this in September of 2021 on a training. And some guy said, because this is when Facebook Reels, were coming out. Everybody was like, oh, like there were people that were really excited and other people like, oh my God, I'm so scared. And I hated doing videos. I hated doing videos. I hated showing my face. I hated it all, okay? I really didn't like it. But I had a business and I was like, my business sucked and nothing was going right. And I heard this trainer, this guy's like, do a reel day. I was like, I can do a reel day. And that was back when you pointed and all you had to do is like smile, maybe shake a little. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys watch those videos. Some people are still doing these videos I saw. They're like 2021, but 2022, but they're still doing it, right? So that's what I did. I did one video a day. And it paid off. It really did pay off because there's a lot of ways to make money with reels. You can get monetized on Facebook, you can get monetized on TikTok, YouTube. There's a lot of ways to get monetized, and we'll go more into that. But doing a reel a day, you got to think about it. It's like if you missed a day, it's not that big of a deal, right? But if you missed a week, it is a big deal. If you missed a month, it's a really big deal, right? Because reels, if you ever hear or listen to Gary Vee, and he said this, I think in 2018, that was new, that short form video, people were like, I don't know about this, this whole thing going on. But short form video was, it's the biggest exposure you can have with complete strangers, right? You can grow an audience, you can grow a platform very, very quick with short form video. You could be a nobody from nowhere, a hick from wherever. Like, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it doesn't matter because those short form videos, it picks up any spark. It can go viral, okay? I had a video. This is so funny and hilarious. I have another channel. It's on Facebook. It's a business page. I don't have time to do a reel on all these pages some days. So I repurposed. There's a way to repurpose your video, shave it off a little bit, especially Facebook, because if you repurpose one, especially on TikTok, if you repurpose another one, they think you're a bot. They're going to slow down pushing it out. Your views are going to suck. So don't repurpose videos at all. Even old ones, it will jack up your algorithm. It'll jack things up. I have a channel that is effed up right now because I did that and I tested a couple other things on it. It's like a kind of a test channel. And Facebook's the same way, but Facebook, you can actually, like I said, there's always a workaround, right? But you take the video and slice it at the end or at the beginning. If you can slice it anywhere, it looks like a new video. And sometimes you can paste a new hook on it, okay? So now it looks like a new video according to Facebook. And that video it's gone viral. I mean, I posted it like, I think 3 days ago, it's got over 100-some-thousand views. So, there's always ways and workarounds, right? But, you can get paid on your Facebook ads or your Facebook reels. You can monetize all that, right? So anyways, there's all kinds of ways that you can monetize and stuff. And that's what I really teach people over here. If you follow me, I'll teach you other ways on how to monetize other things and how to layer other things into what you're doing, because it's really important to have more than one stream of income coming in, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of people, they're making all this money in like 30, 60 days, and then they're quitting their job. Well, what if that money doesn't always continue to stay? I mean, you have to be realistic. You don't have control of social media. You don't have control, especially on TikTok. You don't have control of shops. You don't have control of when a video is going to go viral, right? So having some income streams you have more control of. Others like TikTok shop and stuff, you don't, okay? It's just like going to Vegas and gambling, right? In a nutshell. There's different kind of levels, and it's good to intermix these levels, these incomes together, okay? So I wanted to jump on here and share Evolution. Okay, it's really good. Invest into yourself. If you had no idea what I was talking about, you don't know ad codes, spark codes, you don't know about all the different violations that they came out with new guidelines. You don't even know what's going on that. Definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. It's a one-time and low investment. Grab it before it goes up on August 1st. You're grandfathered in. You will always be able to, have access to it. You'll have all the access to all the new updates. You can get into all the mastermind classes or watch the replays. and you can stay up to what everything's going on. Because things are changing big time on TikTok, okay? They're rewarding people more to go live. I don't know if you know this or not, like, but live, they're going to push live out. They really want to turn this more to YouTube, and that's why a lot of times right now, because of doing all that teamwork stuff, which I don't know about that teamwork, that's a whole nother discussion, because you can get the following, but if you're trying to create rewards, just think about this. If you're trying to get followers, they're only following you to follow you. Okay. You also have to have 100-some thousand views per 30 days. If you don't meet that qualification, you're not going to get in, right? And those people that follow you, they're not going to watch your videos. They're just liking, commenting, reposting really quick so they can go to the next thing, right? I'm testing this on a channel and it's hurt my channel. But that's my experience with it. Okay, I like to test things out and see, what works, what's not, to help people out, right? So be mindful of that. Like, you also have to have people watch the videos, the view count, because you got to think about it. You can go, even if you only have 1,000 people on your TikTok, go to that little hamburger thing on the top and check out. You can look at your analytics. You can look at each video. Are people watching the whole video? Are they only watching 3 seconds? Okay, it's a great gauge, is your content suck or not? If people are only watching a few minutes, it's not resonating with people. People don't like the video, right? So you need to pivot. You need to learn new skills, okay? That's one thing I like about Evolutions. One thing that I like is, it helps you to kind of push you out of your comfort zone. Let's put it like that. Because you've got to get content that people want to watch, right? But you can look at your analytical numbers and see where, oh, thanks so much for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts. Yeah, let's go for 100 hearts here. So TikTok's watching all that. TikTok's watching lives more than anything right now. And they're trying to become more like YouTube, right? And YouTube is trying to become more like TikTok, right? We got the YouTube shop and stuff, right? Right now it's just big brands, but I guarantee there'll be smaller brands and stuff eventually trickle through, right? It's all in beta testing, and they're all testing and trying to figure navigating all that, right? Because if one platform does something, the other platforms usually mimic, right? And lives is where it's at, and that's what TikTok sees. That's what they see, right? And they're going to be pushing that out more and more and more and more. Okay. Right now you can get by with doing faceless lives. Okay. To a certain point, you do have to show hands and show movement, like you're not a bot or anything, or you'll get a violation for that live. So you've got to interact somehow in that live if you're doing faceless, like with your hands or moving stuff. So they'll be changing stuff. It'll be big changes in the next year. So stay up to date, right? Stay up to date, for sure, because there is things moving and shaking, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I wanted to share that. Check out Evolution. Check out the link below this video. Check it out. It's definitely worth checking out. You'll be grandfathered in at that price. It will go up in August. If you're on TikTok, there's a link in my bio. It's called Evolution. Click on that. Grab it before it goes up. You'll get grandfathered in. And you can start learning the ins and outs of TikTok Shop, because it is just like anything else. The more you know, the better skills you have, the more money you make. It's with anything in life. Whether you're a car salesman or whatever you sell or whatever you do, even a mom, right? When a mom gets better skills, her kids are more well-behaved, right? So, yeah, and a wife and a husband improve themselves. They have a wonderful, beautiful marriage, right? It's always, if you better yourself, the outcome, the results are better and 100x fold, okay? I've seen it over and over in so many areas in my life in the last 20 years when you invest into yourself. And plus, it's a write-off on taxes, okay? Listen up. If you're already doing TikTok or you're thinking about TikTok Shop, you will have taxes. You make a lot of money, you're going to get taxed, okay? A lot of taxes. Learn how to write things off, okay? this is one thing you can write off because it's considered education. I'm not an accountant. Go to your accountant, talk to them. But I've been doing it for a long time. But you can write a lot of different things off, okay? Even when you buy stuff to do videos, that samples can be write-offs, right? You're running a business now, okay? This isn't, I mean, you could make it a hobby, but you're still going to get taxed, right? You can't get away from that. So anyways, those are some things, okay? Write it off on taxes. So anyways, I hope that was helpful and valuable to you this morning. Yeah, if you have any questions, pop them down below. Let me know. Yeah, you can find it in my bio. Just click on my face right here and I have a website, my bio. If you're on YouTube, the link is below this. You can grab it and check it out. So anyways, I'm going to jump off here. If you're not following me, click the follow button so we can stay connected. And also, you got this. It's step by step, my friend. Step by step, step by step. So anyways, have an awesome Monday. It's a brand new week, brand new goals. Let's go out and crush them. I'll see you later. Bye.